to the show. In all the great election coverage we've been watching, did it feel like something was missing?
We have spent more time in this election talking about emails than we have immigration, domestic policy, foreign policy, and climate change.
3 times more, to be exact. The entire amount of network time devoted to policy in 2016 was barely longer than an episode of Family Guy, though to be fair, it felt shorter. Those 32 minutes included no trade, no health care, no climate change, no drugs, no poverty, no guns, no infrastructure, and no deficits. But plenty of polls, projections, and scandal. And not even the good scandal, just the ones that should have been canceled years ago. In case you were wondering how Florida voted for a climate change denier in a race where climate change wasn't mentioned once, this, of course, is Hillary's fault. If she wanted us to pay attention to her policies, she shouldn't have laid them out in a 288-page book. She should have leaked them to an albino rat hiding from rape charges in Ecuador's basement. So, what policies was she hiding? I guess we'll never know. It's his policies we'll be living with. What better time than the day after the election to find out what the fuck they are? We tried divining a Trump doctrine from his speeches, but it seemed a little thin. So I sent Mike Rubins to Washington, D.C. to find Trump's policy shop. Spoiler alert, he was too late.
Knock the crap out of them.
They're rapists. Like to punch him in the face.
Over the course of his campaign, it became widely apparent that Donald Trump is a good person.
Grab him by the pussy.
But more than that, a good person with good policy ideas.
We're going to build a wall.
I would bomb the out of him.
Grab him by the pussy.
So how will he handle policy when he's president? Well, here's a sample of how he did it during his campaign.
Back in April, the Trump campaign set up this huge policy shop in Washington. Dozens of people, some working full-time, some working part-time.
This is Josh Rogan, who somehow resembles both Seth Rogen and, oddly, Jonah Hill. He's a columnist for the Washington Post who has written about the policy office that Donald Trump set up in Washington, D.C., and what happened there.
Over the course of these months, all of the people realized that they were never going to get paid, and sooner or later, they all quit. And once they quit, they told stories of just horrendous mismanagement, neglect, just overall dysfunction in this place. And these are serious people doing serious work. They were just used and abused and then neglected and discarded.
It was a quintessential Trumpster fuck, which is defined as several clusterfucks fucking each other. And Pratik Chougule saw it up close.
I was the policy coordinator on the campaign of Donald Trump from April through August.
Originally the policy coordinator for Mike Huckabee, this Yale-educated lawyer and small government conservative says he joined the Trump campaign because
I thought that by joining the campaign, I might be able to help build out some of the policy and also to help him transition into a unifying candidate that could very well become president.
Looking back, was there almost a sense of having hitched your wagon to a horse, human centipede style? And the horse has some sort of really terrible digestive issues?
It's fair to say that I maybe expected or hoped that Trump would emerge as a candidate that he did not, in fact, become.
Were you paid, finally, or no?
I was not.
Did you feel surprised, disappointed by that?
Sure.
Sure, because Donald Trump has never failed to pay anyone. Except, of course, for the countless contractors, vendors, painters, waiters, plumbers, pollsters, and at least one piano salesman. Allegedly. After Pussygate, Chougule published an open letter expressing his disgust and apologizing for participating in the Trump campaign.
Why is the Republican Party, why is the Republican establishment, why are Republican voters still behind Donald Trump? That to me is incomprehensible. I think we're in for a healthy debate among the conservative movement. I think it'll be a good thing to go through, and we'll see.
Will it be sort of like a divorce?
I don't know.
If so, who will get custody of the resentful white people?
Resentment, that's something that I think the conservative movement and the Republican Party really needs to come to grips with. I will be voting for a third party. I don't know yet who it will be.
Gary Johnson?
I'm open to him, but I'm not ready to make that decision yet.
Dr. Joan Stern?
Sorry?
Jill Stone?
It's Jill Stern, right?
Jill,
The Green Party you're referring to?
Janice, what's her name? It's a J and something.
The Green Party.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
No, I'm not voting for her.
For now, Pratik Chougule looks back on his involvement with the Trump campaign with a mixture of pain and regret.
Did my work lead to the campaign going in a better direction? I would say, frankly, no.
Pratik,
yeah.
it's not your fault. No, it's not your fault.
Well, I mean, we're all responsible to some degree when we join a...
It's not your fault. All right, well, it's a little bit your fault. I mean, it's a tiny... We're going to be assigning blame. I guess you have to take a little bit of the blame. It's a little bit your fault.
That's fair.
Actually, it's not fair. It's this guy's fault. And now, lucky us, we all get to see what happens next.
We'll be right back.